In the village of Umudaya, by the winding river Ora, lived a girl named Nneka. She was beautiful, stubborn, and full of dreams. Her hair was braided with tiny shells, and her eyes sparkled with curiosity. Nneka hated poverty more than she feared spirits. She longed for gold bracelets, bright cloth, and the admiration of everyone. Her mother, Ada, often warned her, "Nneka, the river gives, but it can also take." But another warning existed in Umudaya, one older than Ada's words. Once every few years came Silent Day, a day when the river must not be disturbed. No washing, no fishing, no crossing. It was said that on Silent Day, the spirits counted debts owed by mortals. Children whispered about it, but adults never laughed. One moonlit evening before Silent Day, Nneka went to the riverbank alone. The wind carried a soft voice. "Child, why do you stay at the river so?" Nneka trembled but stood firm. "I want to be rich. I want gold, fine cloth, and respect. I want my life to change." The water shimmered and formed a woman, skin pale as pearls, hair like drifting seaweed, eyes green and ancient. They called her Moonlight, a spirit feared by all. "You may have riches," Moonlight said, "but everything has a price." "What price?" asked Nneka. "When the moon turns red and the tide rises twice, you will follow me beneath the waves." Nneka agreed without hesitation. By morning, her hut overflowed with gold and coral. Traders bowed, musicians sang. Nneka married a wealthy merchant and built a tall house painted bright blue. Even those who mocked her now called her Madam Nneka. Only her mother grew pale. "Remember Silent Day," she whispered. "The river counts what we forget." Nneka dismissed her. Seasons passed. Then one year, Silent Day returned. The elders declared, "Tomorrow, touch no water, let the river rest." People stored water in clay pots and stayed home. Children were scolded for even pointing at the river. The village fell quiet. But fate was not quiet. For that same night, while villagers slept, the sky turned blood red. The tide rose once, the tide rose twice. Moonlight had come for her death. Nneka tried to hide in her house, but the river did not need doors. The blue walls began to drip with salt water. Gold ornaments shook and cracked as if struck by invisible hammers. A voice whispered through the house, "Child, our time has come." Nneka screamed for her husband. He tried to shield her, but when he touched her, his hands passed through her like smoke. She had already begun to change. Her feet were no longer feet, they were strands of water. Her skin faded into the color of the tide. Her voice became bubbles. She tried to plead, no sound came. Moonlight appeared inside the house without opening a single door. "You took what was not yours to keep, and you broke the silent day. This is double debt." Nneka reached for her mother, eyes wide with terror. Ada collapsed to her knees. "Please, take my life instead." Moonlight tilted her head. "Debts cannot be transferred." With a sweep of her arm, she gathered Nneka like cloth into a wave. The water swallowed her whole. By dawn, the village found the tall blue house flooded and empty. Nneka was gone. So were her husband, her gold, and her servants. Even her name became forbidden to say on Silent Day. From that year on, the elders added a new rule. On Silent Day, speak of no wishes. Wealth has gears. And still, the fishermen warn their children. The river gives, the river takes, but on Silent Day, it comes to collect.